Hello! I'm going to walk through the process for registering your child for school. All students must register before the school year begins. The process is easy. Let me show you how. First, go to kckschools.org. I'm working on a desktop computer, but the process is very similar on a mobile phone. Near the top, click on Register for School. If you're on a cell phone, you will have to click the hamburger menu button to see this option. At the top of the Register for School page, you will select whether you're a returning or new family. This video is going to show the process for returning families. This is for current KCKPS students, but it's also for students new to the district that are in your household, like kindergartners. So click on the Returning Families button, and that will take you to the Infinite Campus Parent Portal. If you've forgotten your login or password, please contact your child's school. They will be able to reset it for you. Otherwise, just go ahead and type it in. Today we're using a pretend family, so my login is boy family. All right, so this brings you to your home screen. And what we're going to do is, because since we are looking for online registration, there's a button right down in the corner. So go ahead and click that. And you'll see there's this big red required status. And so that's what we're looking for. So we're going to go ahead and hit start. So this is for students that are already enrolled in the district, but we can also add new students in our family if we want to. So go ahead and begin registration. I've got some extra stuff at the top here because this is, like I said, a pretend family, but otherwise it works pretty much exactly the same. So the first thing we're going to do is, in order to verify our identity, you just type in your name, which for me is boy family, and then hit submit. And this is going to tell you some of the things that you need to have available so that you can register. You're going to need your address and phone numbers, your parent information, student information, including health and medication, emergency contacts, and we can go ahead and get started. So first of all, this is the primary household information. We want a home phone number in there, a main phone number. Obviously 9999999 is not a real phone number, but that's what we're going to use. So make sure you put your phone number in there. This is very important because we want to be able to contact you just in case. So then you can hit next. A lot of this is verifying the information that you had last year. So if you haven't moved or changed your phone number, this part's going to be a lot easier. So is this address current? I haven't moved, so I'm going to say yes. Does this household receive mail at a different location? No. But if you were to select yes, it's going to bring up this box and have you fill out a whole bunch of stuff. But we're going to go ahead and say no and save and continue. So that's that part. Now we have our parent or guardian information, and we just have to verify information for the mom and dad of this family. So boy family and girl family, that's the mom and dad. So you're going to hit, because it says incomplete, so go ahead and click that. And like I said, here you're just going to verify stuff. And so does this all work? Yep. And again, if you say no, it's going to pop up a new box, but we're going to just go ahead and say yes. At least one phone number is required. So we're going to, we have a cell phone, so we'll do the same. Oops. Just make sure you're at the beginning. Same pretend phone number, but make sure you put your real phone number in there. An email address is very important because that way you can get like Infinite Campus notifications, which is where a lot of our messaging comes from. They come through via text message, but then also via email. So go ahead and put an email address in there. That'd be really important. And so then there's some other questions. Has your family moved in the last 3 years? Has your household worked in agriculture or fishing? I'm going to go ahead and say no, but put down whatever works for you. And then is this person, and we're talking about the parent or guardian here, Mr. Boy Family, are they in the military? And we're going to go ahead and say no. But if they said yes, that's fine too. So save and continue. And then we're going to do that for this next family member. No. in the military. Save and continue. Okay, so now this part is completed, and you want to list all primary parents and guardians in this area. So save and continue. Now we're on to emergency contacts. You do need to have one emergency contact that is not one of the parents and guardians. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. It says do not enter parent or guardian, so you got to have somebody else. And so I will go ahead and do that. And we're going to go ahead and say that grandma lives at the same place as the rest of the family. So you can hit yes. But again, if you say no, you'll just put a new address line in. But for the ease of this video, we're going to just go ahead and say they all live together. So save and continue. And you can add as many emergency contacts as you want. Actually, no, you can add up to 9. But there's a minimum number of 1 and a maximum number of 9. So add as many as you'd like, up to 9, and then save and continue. Okay, so we have one student here in this family, and the student's name is Kid Family, kind of going with the theme here. And they go to Emerson. She goes to Emerson Elementary School, and she's an existing student. It says incomplete, so let's go ahead and click it. And this is where we're going to verify information. So make sure, name is correct. Do they have a nickname? We'll just go ahead and type kiddo, because that's, of course, what we call our kid. And then you can add a student cell phone number, a student email address. She's only in 5th grade, so we're going to assume she doesn't have a phone. But that's where you can put that in if you have it. Foreign exchange student? Nope, she's not a foreign exchange student. And then there's a question here about reliable internet access at home. And we just want to know, we have an idea, because is it fast enough? The next question is it fast enough so you can do your homework without waiting long periods for websites to load? And you can either just say yes or no. We'll say yes and go ahead and hit next. And then housing. Does this student qualify for the McKinney-Vento program? McKinney-Vento is a program that helps kids who are experiencing homelessness. And so we've got a lot of information about that program on our website. If you have more questions, go ahead and visit there. We're going to say no, this student's not qualified, and no, this student's not in foster care. But then there's information that it's asking you if they are in foster care, about like when they started and all that. Okay, so hitting next. Here we go for parents and guardians and relationships. So this kind of ties into the information we filled out previously. So we have boy family, and we've got them marked down as father, and girl family and marked down as mother. And then over here is the kind of the most important part, contact sequence. We've got, you put people in order of how you want them to be called. So if we want to call mom first, then we're going to put them as 1 and then dad as 2. And you can do whatever order you would like. And then for our emergency contact, we've got grandma family here. And so we can scroll down to find grandmother or grandparent, in contact sequence. Since we already have 1 and 2, there are going to be 3. And if you have more than one emergency contact, you'll just rank them in order that you wish for them to be contacted. And then we'll hit next. Release of medical and health information. So make sure you read this paragraph, and then you just need to put down a hospital of choice. And so you can do that how you will. And if you have a primary care provider, that information is good too, and the phone number, but the hospital of choice is required. Then you'll hit next. Does this student have any medical or mental health conditions? And you can say no, or if it's yes, then it's going to pop up. You'll just hit add condition, and there's a drop down of a whole bunch of things. We can go ahead and say seasonal allergies, and we can put a comment, or environmental. We'll just say cats. Not that there are a bunch of cats at school, but we want to be specific. And you can add as many conditions as you like. And so then next, Does the student take any medication? This includes medication that's both at school and taken at home. So we'll just say yes so we can see how that looks. Add medication. We're going to say Benadryl because of those cats. And I spelled that wrong, but thank you to the internet for fixing it for me. Okay, where taken. And like it says at home, at school, or both. We'll just go ahead and say at home because we don't have the cats at school. But if they are taking medication at school, make sure you put that down because then we can make sure that we have information given to the nurses and things like that. Medication type, as needed. And then you can add as many medications as you need. All right, next we have the media waiver for internet publishing. And this is basically our whether you want your students to be photographed or videotaped for news media or school publicity purposes. Basically, everyone is allowed to have their picture taken unless you fill out a form and deliver it to the school. So what you'll do if you do not want your student in pictures on the district's website, social media, or if a news station comes to do a story, if you do not want your student in that, then you're going to go ahead and click this link and it'll bring up a page that you can print off, sign, and deliver to your school. And then the front office will have that information and we'll be sure to keep track of that. So basically, you're just understanding that when you click this box, you're saying that you understand that your students will be in pictures unless you fill out the form physically and deliver it to the building. So we're going to click yes because you have to, and then click next. And then there's a bunch of release agreements. And so you have to accept all of these, make sure you read them and everything. And so then you're going to sign on this link and it's, that looks great. And then you'll hit save and continue. And look, we're done. That's so great. Okay, so remember when I said you could add another student if you had a kindergartner or whatever? This is where you do that. You'd add a new student and then you just get to start that whole process over. But you're filling in the stuff because we don't have that information. We're going to go ahead and say cancel because we don't have any more students in this family. So this is complete. So then you're going to hit save and continue and you got to sign it again. And I'm boy family. It's really pretty, right? Okay. Then you are going to hit submit. And you're done. You can go ahead and click this button if you want to download a PDF of all the data you submitted. But otherwise, that's it. See, not that bad. Get it done before school starts. Thank you so much.